Welcome back. In this video I'm going to teach you how to test the most failed component in switch mode power supply using the multimeter. Let's get started. So we're gonna begin with the first component, the fuse. So the fuse is one of the most failed component in this kind of motherboard. Why? Because of a high voltage and voltage spikes. So let's test it. Of course, the multimeter to the continuity mode, as you can see here. So let's check the fuse. One probe here, another here. Okay, this is good. The fuse is good. The second component that fails a lot are the X2 capacitors. Those capacitors, this one here and this one here, those are capacitors. Very important. If one of these is failed, the board will be dead board. Why? Because the capacitor connects between two lines, between neutral and phase. So let's test it. Over here we have the symbol of the capacitor. So one probe here, another here. This is good one. No beep like this means the capacitor is good. So here I have another board. We have the X2 capacitor. Very important. So let's pass to the bridge rectifier. Over here, guys, we have the bridge rectifier. You can find it like this as an IC, or like this here, 4 diodes. Let's test this one first with 4 diodes and test also the bridge rectifier IC. The testing is different. For bridge rectifier with 4 diodes, we test just the diodes easy. This is good diode. If we swap the probes, no reading. The second diode, this is good. Always the black probe on the cathode, as you can see here, the red probe on anode. This one here, good one. The last one, okay, we have cathode, anode. This is also good. But for the bridge rectifier IC, this one or this one like this, as you can see, we have a bridge rectifier IC. We can even test it outside the board. So let's check it outside the board. For this one here, it has a special testing. Here we have plus, we put the black probe here and we check the first diode here, we get a reading. If I swap the probes, I should not get anything. The second test is to put the red probe on the minus terminal and check this diode over here. If I get a reading, this is good. When I swap the probes, no reading. And without checking the other 2 diodes, we check just between plus and minus while putting the black probe on plus terminal and the red probe on minus terminal. If we get a double reading, do you see? We have 428, but here we have just 200. Also here we have 200, as you can see. But if we get double reading here, means the bridge rectifier is good without checking all 4 diodes. I can even show you another one to be sure. Here, over here, as I told you, the black probe here on plus terminal, we check the first diode, we get a reading about 260. Here we have the second diode, as you can see, we get 260. But if I check between plus terminal and minus, we get a double reading, as you can see. Means 100% this bridge rectifier is good one. I know, my friend, you enjoyed the testing. I will do it for you the last time. This is another bridge rectifier. Let's check between plus and this terminal, we get a reading. Here also we get a reading, and between this one and this one we get double reading. Okay, this is how we test the 4-terminal bridge rectifier. Of course, we have other components here that failed a lot, like the CTN, this green component. We have the electrolytic capacitor. We use the same idea, same working principle as we used to test the X2 capacitor, and we have Schottky diodes. Of course, we're gonna continue testing this component, and also I'm going to teach you how to test the opto isolator or optocoupler, also one of the most failed components. So until the next video, so please, if you find this video very helpful, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon and smash that like, and stay tuned for next videos. Thank you very much.